Most businesses are failing on social media, not because their content necessarily is bad, but because their hooks are not broad enough. You could be getting 1 million followers, but you're currently getting 1,000 followers. Even though you use the best gear, you hire the best marketing team, and you put a lot of hours into filming your content, what could be wrong? I dare say it may be your hook. It may be too niche, too small, taking up just a little bit of space on the internet and not doing enough, not doing this. I just really like doing that. Okay, let me tell you what is wrong with your hooks and why they are not going viral. It is based on what I call the generalist principle. It just means that your hooks should appeal to the general audience. It should appeal to the masses, not your competitors, not other experts, or random people who don't know anything about you or your business. Your hook should start broad like a funnel and then streamline into your particular niche and your particular target audience. Think of it like this funnel. Your hook should start out as broad as possible, and then as the video unfolds, you can niche down to your specific audience. And so as you go deeper, you filter your ideal target audience, your ideal tribe, and your ideal clients. And I know what you may be thinking, I don't need to go viral. I don't really need to go viral. I can do business with how I'm doing it already. You just fine. If it is, then why are you watching this video? The thing is that you actually do need to go viral. Going viral is important. But what you don't need to do is to dance or to do crazy TikTok trends or anything fake or just crazy. I don't know. But if you think about it from a business perspective, imagine you convert 1% of your 1,000 views that you already get. That's 10 people, right? Now imagine getting 1 million people and only converting 0.1% of them. That's a lower conversion rate, but still a lot more clients for you. So yes, virality is a good thing. Now let me show you the mistake that you're probably making in your video. Most people start their videos like this. If you're a coach and you want to build a personal brand, if you're a coach, here's how you can build your personal brand. Yeah, you just excluded 99% of the population for absolutely no reason. Of course, I know your target audience are coaches, but you don't need to literally call out just coaches in the first second of your video. Meaning, anybody that is not a coach cannot relate to that video. And when the algorithm is pushing out your videos, it doesn't look for just coaches. It looks for anybody and everybody, and it pushes out your videos to 100 people, and out of those 100 people, only about 2 are coaches, and so only about 2 stick around to watch the video till the end. That tells the algorithm that that video is bad because every other person, 98 people, scrolled away. Now imagine you started this exact same video with most people posting online never get seen. Yes, your ICP are still coaches, but this hook applies to everyone who makes content online. Content creators, influencers, personal brand builders, and coaches. Oh, by the way, I'm not in any way saying that this hook I just used is how you should structure your hooks. I'm just saying it is broad, it encompasses a whole lot more people and includes a whole lot more people into the picture. And then boom, because this hook applies to a lot more people, you've pulled in a larger crowd. And then towards the end of your video, towards your CTA, you can narrow it down. And now here's how you can actually apply it in your content. Start broad. Instead of saying, I've already told you, start broad. Another way you can apply this into your content is by using story hooks, because stories are something that everybody wants to listen to. Everybody can relate to that. If you don't know what story hooks are, watch this video right here. Stories elicit emotions of doubt, of fear, of pain, of worry, of anger. These are things that every single human being can relate to, and so it attracts a broader range of people to your video. Essentially, it makes your video more relatable to more people. And lastly, think top of funnel for all your hooks. What I mean is that think about the people who know nothing about you or your business or your niche. So don't speak to experts in your niche. Speak to the absolute newbie, speak to the absolute beginner, speak to the average person who hasn't heard anything about you or your business. Your hooks to target such people. Of course, they themselves will want to watch your video. Now let me give you some examples of this generalist principle and how it can be used in both broad and narrow content. So here's a narrow hook. Here's how medical students can overcome procrastination. So it's not a bad hook, but you're only speaking to medical students. Now here is the broad version of that. Ever notice how we all delay the thing that actually matters? This isn't just speaking to students, it is speaking to every single person that struggles with procrastination. Of course, towards the end of the video, you see that you're talking to just medical students in specific. But for the hook, you want to be as broad as possible, don't forget that. Another example in the career niche is for your narrow hook, you say something like, how to get a remote job as a data analyst. The broad version would be, why do most people think they need connections to land high-paying remote jobs? You see, in this case, you're talking to every single person that is looking for a remote job. Here, you're just talking to data analysts. One last example, a narrow hook would be, here is how introverts can make friends. In this case, you're talking to only introverts, which is still a wide range of the population, but you just excluded 50% of people. A broad version would be, making friends as an adult is hard. You see, everybody that's an adult now wants to listen, both introverts and extroverts. So if your views are dying, once again I implore you, go broad. Catch them as much as you can.